How's it going, everyone? Let's talk about ATYR, one of the best penny stocks in the whole market right now. This type of pattern right here has been known to make me a lot of money. So I wanted to get into on this one and just show you the setup that I see here. And like I said, I don't like penny stocks at all. I do not like small cap stocks under a dollar. I'm very picky. But when I see a setup like this, I don't mind throwing in some money. Obviously, risk management is your number one priority. Obviously, don't risk too much on these. But these things could make you some sizable returns too. So what I'm looking at is this monster gap, right? They have that drug failure happening. You can look on the news here. Um, Layering it, partner downgrades, farmer to hold. But we have lots of analysts that are on this thing. You can look at the analysts here. We have lots of analysts from hold to buy, the lowest being $1. But when you're looking at this, always when you see a big gap down, you just got to be very careful not to buy it right away because I know it seems like this is such a good deal, 83% down, and that's usually what happens is you usually get a dead cat bounce or you don't get a dead cat bounce. Right here was our dead cat bounce into a newer low. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I started my position on this candle here. Usually not touching the EMA5 in 13 days with this kind of gap down. That's kind of long, what I would say. Usually, if I see a gap this big, don't start a position until after the 10th day. So usually on the 11th day, you can start to see a move up. I mean, from this to this EMA5, it's a decent size, 17%. I'm looking for a 10% return so I can go break even and then hold it there because it's kind of impossible to get the absolute bottom. But if I get 10%, if it comes back up to 87 cents, I put my stop loss break even. And if it decides to keep going, then I just keep scaling out slowly. But yeah, I'll probably take out 50% of my position there and hold the rest for higher gains. So if we do come up into this EMA 10, you're looking at a 78% return. That's going to be the big money. EMA 5 is 17%. Like I said, this is a riskier stock, but it's not riskier compared to most of the other ones. This is a very nice stock, in my opinion. It's got nice, decent volume. Obviously we're at the all-time low ever. You can look at the chart before. I mean, this thing was doing really good until it hasn't. A lot of these biotech and medical research are some of those that you just don't want to hold. So I'm in on this one. We'll see what this does. I think this will get above $1. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, definitely watching this one as this is one of my favorite. You guys know that my strategy. This is how you get in early. Okay, I much rather get in early before it starts shooting up. I'm telling you, we've seen a lot of these plays, and I love the United States plays. This is based in the United States. This is not some Chinese crap where they just are unpredictable. I've seen China stocks, be the most extreme oversold, but of course they make the extreme pumps too. I like this setup here. This is the one penny stock that I think, if you are into less than $1 stocks, buy it now, accumulate 3 times. So this is my first accumulation rate in here. So let's say you want to put in $3,000 just to make it simple. Here's your first $1,000 in here, and then the next 1,000, and then next 1,000. And then I put a stop loss 20%. So the max I'm going to lose on this, if it just does not go well, is I'll have $3,000, in this example, and it would be a $600 loss. So that's how I would look to do it. And that way, when this EMA 5 goes down, your average goes down with this EMA 5. I love reversion to the mean. No matter how crappy this is, this will revert to the mean. The only thing that's making it not revert to the mean as fast is this monster gap. We don't know where these EMAs should be. I mean, that's a big gap. We went from $5 to $1. So it's going to take some time to revert to it. But I can assure you, with this kind of pattern, we should be coming up to it very, very soon. If not tomorrow, we can get a nice little move. So we'll see what happens. We started getting a little bottom here from this low here. It was 5% gain. I like to buy it towards the end of the day. I got it around 330, so I got it right in this area here in the below the 78-cent area. So up a little bit, but like I said, I don't mind accumulating another one. But this is my most favorite strategy on small caps is looking at price. Are we at this lower Keltner? I love Keltner channels because it tells me how big of a discount I'm getting. I use extremely oversold settings on my Keltners, but yeah, I think this is a good one, guys. I've looked at a lot of the penny stocks on my watch list. This is by far the best one. If I was going to put money into one, it'd be this one. Thank me later. I called out perks in my last video here. I'm really pumped about it. You know, we called out this one. This one's a different scenario. This one went up 55%. This one didn't have a gap, so we could have waited 7 days. But when you have a gap, it's a little different because now the EMAs have to correlate to where that price should be. But usually with this kind of gap, 13 days is long. So I got in on the 11th. I'll accumulate on the 12th and 13th, and then we'll see if it comes back up. All right, guys, if you guys want to join the Discord, as always, I would love for everyone to join in. I love this community. Everyone's sharing ideas, throwing out, ideas and all that. Definitely join the Discord. You're going to love it. You're going to have this system for yourself. You can use this however you want. I go live every day. I share out my day trade alerts. I share out my swing trade alerts. Definitely click the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. And if you want to become a member, hit how to subscribe and hit the hashtag day trade alerts. Now, for this promotional video, guys, it's literally only 12 bucks a month. All right, if you subscribe on your computer, 12 bucks a month, and you have access to all these channels. I think you guys will love it. I think it's the most affordable Discord out there that actually teaches you how to trade and shows you a system. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in there. Make sure you subscribe on your computer. If you have an Android, you will have to use your computer or use your phone's browser. All right, guys, as always, though, I posted here swing trade alerts, ATYR. Remember the rules, accumulate 3 times. We're on our 11th day of not touching the EMA 5, so wait for the next day and wait towards the end of the day, like 3:30 p.m. and above, because once price goes down, it usually goes down more and more. I've seen it happen too many times. Like price goes down, I'd much rather get in on this little wick than getting right on the bell when it drops, and I get a much better discount. I've seen it go way farther down. All right. But it's a nice stock. I think it'll go up, guys. I wouldn't be worried about if you're down in these areas. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Join the Discord. I'll see you there. I go live every day. Peace out.